What's up, y'all? You're now tuned in to the Just a Tip podcast. It's me, Tiptastic. Woo! Your boy is back. I know it's been a minute. Your boy been working and life been lifing. So, on that note, though, I'm not sitting on these here sofas alone. Y'all see the new setup. I didn't do this shit, but you see the new setup. We got Dakarai in the building straight from California in the building with us, and he got his own brand. I love hood chicks.
Let's do it, man.
You know what I'm saying? So he came all the way from Cali straight to Texas to be on the podcast. So man, shout out to you. Appreciate you for coming through.
It's all up, man. It's all up.
So last time you was here, you was with Beto. You was just in the crowd watching. Now you here on the couch yourself. So the first segment is 7 minutes to get your shit off. So if y'all don't remember, that's 7 minutes to say whatever the fuck you want to say
Mm.
at this point in time. You can give shout outs. You can say, if somebody pissed you off, you can say that. Like, you can just say whatever you want
Yeah.
on these 7 minutes, man. So it's 8:20 right now, 8:27. Even if you don't finish, I can jump in because I do got some shit to say too.
Hey,
So
man.
the
Let's get it.
flow is yours, Dakari.
Thank you. Thank you. Kari from the Bay, they call me what else Bailey, stuff like that. What I got an issue with right now? I would say suggestions. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta stick to the brand. I can't switch everything up. Like this your first time, I got a
Yeah.
shirt for you and all that. So
Hey, see that? Hey, hold on, man.
we got gifts. You know what I mean? We can't come from the Bay
Well,
without no
y'all,
gifts.
hey, y'all know I'm about to do a reel with this, right? Y'all know I'm about to. Yo,
That's you.
I need to go. I'm probably gonna have to go to the hood, see a chick, and say, "Bang, bounce that ass for me real quick." Shout out to my goddess though. It's just straight for the real. So you know what I'm saying? Be like, man, bounce that ass, and then shit. I might buy a Four Loco or something. Be like, here, your Four Loco. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna get some attention. We'll say that. We'll say that. But I'll say suggestions, man. Like I don't need no suggestions right now. We out here trying to still build the brand. We still trying to, come up, do what we gotta do, stuff like that. And with our people, like I love it. Give your suggestions, but like you said, do your own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
There's enough money out here for everybody. So let's like the suggestions. Y'all can quit with that with me at least,
yeah.
so we can continue to flourish, continue to keep going. Like Nike never change their brand. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be a check. So I always want the staple always to look like this. Like I don't need no suggestions, nothing like that. Random one, man. We got this thing called So y'all got Specs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's your liquor store. Ours is Total Wine.
We got Total Wines too.
Y'all got Total Wine?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
We just a dry ass county. Like we can't get shit today. You can go to
On
like
Sunday.
you can go to like HEB and shit and like Kroger's, like grocery stores and get some wine, but that's in beer and that's pretty much it. Like that hard liquor,
Yeah.
like tequila, vodka, that brandy, that cognac. Nah.
That's what we off right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. We turned up. You know what I mean? We in Texas. My boy birthday, so we about to have a good time.
Hold on,
But
man. Birthday.
yeah, yeah.
Gemini. Yes, shout
My
out to
brother
the
Bland.
hey man, shout out to the motherfucking Geminis. I fuck with Geminis tough. My goddess is a Gemini, my young
Mm.
goddess is a Gemini.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, my older brother, rest in peace. Gemini, his birthday was May 26th. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no tears and nothing, it was just celebration of life of a real one. So
Got
man,
to. It's about celebration.
you know what I'm saying?
That's what
So
it is.
I got a special place in my heart for Gemini. So shout out to them.
That's why we're here, man. The aura is good. Aura
Facts.
is good. But I'll say Total Wine, man. I be going in there. You know what I mean? I know what my liquor I want,
Mm-hmm.
and then the concierge, whatever, they always trying to give some suggestions. I'm like, hey, relax. Like you wasting my time in this place. I'm trying to get my alcohol and dip out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they always giving suggestions, and I'm like, that's cool. But all that shit is made up. You know what I mean? Because whatever you like is what you like,
Facts.
and I'm not going to plead to just everybody else's category of like what the top wine is, what the top grapes is, and stuff like that. So it's like, man, I like what I like. Like, leave me alone. You know what I mean? If I
Got
need help, I'm gonna ask you.
yeah.
They on some like, oh, you need this. Oh, you about to pick that out? Like, you sure? I'm like, come on,
Huh?
man.
These and that's in Cali?
California.
No, they some aggressive ass motherfuckers out there then.
They
Cause
want
they
it's a
don't do that down here. They let us pick whatever the hell we want. If I ask for a suggestion, I'm like, man,
mm,
what do you recommend?
yeah.
Then they'll say that. But like if I go to the counter and then you trying to judge me on what I'm getting down. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nah, that's some shit that be getting on me, man. Uh, and that's honestly it though. I ain't gonna lie. So my Heat, I don't know what we doing either. I don't know what Jimmy doing right now, man. We got to get back on the win side. But other than that, I'm straight, man. Living life, you know what I mean? Loving it out here. Austin was fun. I'll say that.
Hey, man.
Austin was a blast.
I about to say you probably ran into my cousin out there because he be y'all went on Sixth Street.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure. You probably did.
My bro just told me about Dirty.
See, man, I don't be outside like that.
Okay, okay.
So I don't. I really don't be outside like that. And I really be, man, bro. I be focused like on
Yeah,
this
nah, I
on
see
the
you.
on this on the shit I be doing, man. Like you literally the first guest on my return back to my podcast because I've been MIA for like 2 months.
Man.
And
But
so,
you been working though. I be seeing you on the ground.
yeah, man, I working and again lifing, like lifing.
Life.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all see like what I post on like social media and shit.
Mm.
But yeah, brother been going through a car wreck.
Tell me about it, man.
Had to get a new whip and shit. I'm like, that shit's a process.
Yeah,
Like that shit's a process.
I'm right there with you. Especially, I'll say, start of the year. Start
Hmm.
of the year was crazy. You know what I mean? Lost Pop, so that's why I'm like, I'm with you on the celebration. Like, he with me to this day. Like, I got his jersey at the in the hotel. You know what I mean?
Hold on. So your pops went to the other side.
Yeah.
And man, sending my condolences.
Thank
And so, and this at the beginning of the year.
you. January 9th. Yeah.
So January 9th, and we in about to be in June. So 5 months, bro.
Mind you, bro, my birthday is February 8th.
Oh.
So I had to, you know what I mean, really
Yeah,
grow
yeah,
up. Like
yeah.
you said, adult, like really lifing.
Yeah.
Because how you going to really, transfer your thoughts, transfer your mental, how you want to prepare yourself for that. And on top of your birthday coming up, other events, this and the third. So it's like, I had to really, like you said, life, like just really go through it, have my emotions, have my thoughts. And I got through it though. Like I'm fine, living life, you know what I mean? I'm out here just continuing with his name, honestly, at the end of the day.
Bro, 5 months.
Yep.
You know what?
Like I said, this, I ain't even really cry yet. Cause it's like, he put so much in me. He put so much fight in me. He put so much, you know what I mean? You got to boss up. You got to be a man of the situation, stuff like that. Because I'm the youngest. I'm
Yeah,
the
yeah.
youngest of four. So he always used to look at me and be like, you're going to be all right. You're going to be good. So taking that mental and being like, if my dad's saying it,
Mm-hmm.
why I can't believe it? You know what I mean? Like, that's the main person I need that is like advice and stuff like that. So he telling me this. So it's like anything else I can handle. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. It's 5 months for you. It took me literally. My mom passed away in '07. My
Condolences.
dad passed away '09. It took me till almost like 2020 when like my sister and shit passed away. My boy, rest in peace, Princeton, he passed away. And to me to finally realize and like tap in because I was masking it
Mm.
and I really wasn't dealing with it.
Mhm.
And you at 5 months, I'm looking at you like, man.
You
Oh,
gotta keep pushing through. You know what I mean? So I had like a couple other situations with like life and stuff like that with people I was dating
yeah.
passed away too. So it's like I seen the opposite of that. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? So the first side was the drinking, the turning up, the being depressed, this and the
Yeah.
third. And it's like you can either go through that again or you can do something else and triumph and be on some like health, fitness, working out. So the first week I found out, didn't do nothing but run by the water. And
Mm.
then I was getting some crazy game from just random people. Like they don't know what I'm going through. They just see me running
Yeah, yeah.
outside, just being a good citizen and stuff like that. OG was like, "Hey, make sure you have fun with this shit." He don't know anything I got going on. Pops just passed. You know what I mean? I got this to pay. I got that to pay. Bills, all that. We got bills, so that's another little drag. And then he was just like, make sure you have fun with this. And that's what kind of made me like catapult to being like, it's gonna be okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because those random moments you really gotta appreciate too. Cause like I
Yeah.
said, he don't know what I got going on in my mental. And then I went to the gym too, and then I'm talking to OG in the sauna. He was like, same situation, same similar story. Mind you, I'm not talking to nobody. I'm in my mind. I'm in my zone. So he was just randomly like, hey, like, what's your name? Said my name, blah blah. We started chopping it up, and then he told me about his father, how he was dealing with the situation. And
Mm-hmm.
he was like, don't think too far ahead, don't think too far behind, just 2 days at a time.
Mm.
And I'm like, take that with me too. So I started everything categories in 2 days at a time because we don't know when tomorrow gonna be. You know what I mean? So it's like
Facts.
You gotta just prepare and then execute, and that take 2 days really for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Well, damn, man. See, hey, this right here, this probably gonna be the first thing I post
appreciate it, man.
about this episode already because it's already starting off hot in a banger because that right there can help somebody.
Mm.
You
I
know what
didn't
I'm
think about
saying?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely can because, bro, it took me a while to get to this place where it's like peace. It is like, bro, I'm not crying over this shit no more. Like
Mm.
the tears, like it ain't that like I'm forgetting them, like because a lot of people might take it wrong. But it's like, nah, bro, like they wouldn't want me like that. They don't want me depressed. They want me to keep it moving because if I'm stuck in that state, how can I progress?
Exactly.
So, man, I commend you for that shit, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's how
Really do.
Pops was. Like like I said, I was doing my school and stuff like that. He always knew I was gonna be a little bit ahead of the game
Mm-hmm.
because I'm an observer, so I'm an Aquarius. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm just like I'm thinking in the background. You know what I mean? Watching everything, and he kind of like I said instilled in me at a young age, like really be on your stuff. Don't be no follower. Always be a leader, stuff like that, and molded me into the man I am today. So it's like a lot of grace to Pops for sure.
Okay. So we gonna stay there because you have your brand. I love hood chicks. But before that, I want to get to because he said he instilled that at a young age. So what other like core values? Because that's a core value that he was instilling into you. What other core values like your mom's, like your pop's best friends? What did they instill in you growing up till you get to the point to where you launching your own brand?
Mm. I would say some of what he dappered into my siblings. So I'm the last one. I'm the youngest of four.
I'm the youngest too, so we be peeping shit.
Yeah, we all we do is watch. That's all we can do, and just take the little bumps and bruises every now and then. But for surely, I would say my brother got his hustle. You know what I mean? My sister got hers with hair and stuff like that, and my other sister she doing her grind. So it's like when the pandemic hit, it was like, well, shit, what you got? You know what I mean? Like what's gonna be your hustle? So it's crazy the whole story behind it. Dating a hood chick at the time, you know what I mean? Was fucking with her and all that. She had my back, and I was just like, damn, like people think so negative of the hood, but she really got my back. And I dated like the nerds and not
Mm-hmm.
the nerds like that, but the
Mm-hmm.
sophisticated women stuff like that, and they kind of like shadow away when you going through it, and we all go through it. So it's like that's the ones who don't really be with you. Like if you going through it, they still there with you. So she was rocking with me, everything like that. I ended up making a shirt, kind of like to express my love too. You know what I mean? Like to
Yeah, yeah.
express like I'm rocking with you. And then that was like 2019. And then I had a couple like people hit me on Instagram like you selling shirts, blah blah blah. And then I was like, nah, because I was doing firefighting. So my background is firefighting and stuff like that. Like I went to school for it and everything. And I was so dialed in, focused on that. Didn't have time for extra activities and stuff like that. And then when the pandemic hit, it was like, well, that was a year ago. People want to see what you got. And then all of a sudden, I was like, you know what? Let me just start seeing people rock with them. And I'll give kudos to my brother because I had maybe like 20 shirts, right? And you know how you scared of your product and see what is gonna happen, see what like take the venture and see
Yeah,
what's gonna
yeah.
happen. So we was talking one day and he was just like, yeah, you don't believe in your product. And then instantly, but like on some like
Mm.
me doubting myself, like how people wouldn't rock with it. Like, bro, like how you appreciating it, that's much love to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't need nothing else other than that for this whole weekend. Like that's that's good for me. But he was like, I'm overthinking it. So it's like you gotta just put it out there and see what happens. And then if you believe in it, the energy gonna reciprocate. That's the
True.
biggest thing too. I'm big on energy, so it's gonna reciprocate. And once I put it out there, sales, you know what I mean, shipping them out, people rocking with them, people sending me pictures, on the third, and from there it just took off. But it's more so about like the brand that I want to always put out there is we all come from a hood. You know what I mean? Like your hood is acting and stuff like that. Your hood is what you do outside of like what makes you you. And
Mm-hmm.
we all kind of grew up. Like I said on Instagram, Michelle Obama, she say South Side, Chicago.
Chicago. Mm-hmm.
We know that's from the hood. We know that ain't no Beverly Hills type stuff. So we all come from a hood. We all kind of like have our own, energy that kind of like brings that out. And I just want to like really put a shining light on that and like make it into a positive term instead of negative term. Cause I
Mm.
go down the street, you know what I mean? Everybody be like, oh, you like hood chicks, blah, blah, blah. It's like, nah. Once you read the card, see the back what the card says, it's about humanitarian. It's about what you do, like what you bring to the table. It's more about than just a negative insight. And then it also gives you a look about how they think of us. And it's like, I'm from the Bay. You know what I mean? Like we get looked upon if we not security guard, or not gonna say not security guards. If we not entertainers, basketball players, they look at us downwards. But then they all love our culture, so it's like we gotta like start expressing ourselves in a way better and better manner and stuff like that. So that's really what the brand mean. I'm trying to keep pushing it. You know what I mean? That's why I can't change nothing. I gotta stay solid and stay core to what it is because say I get you a shirt maybe 2 weeks from now, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? The logo changed. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta
Hmm.
stay solid to it and just keep this movement pushing because I was talking to a friend ago or just a minute ago from we was at a seafood broil, had crawfish, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
dining in
See, y'all fuck with the crawfish?
a little bit. They don't really fuck with it. My partners don't fuck with it though.
Okay, okay.
I fuck with it, yeah.
See, I'm
Mom's from New Orleans. Mom's not or Baton Rouge, I should say.
okay, okay. See,
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense because like I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a fan of crawfish.
Nah, no
Yeah,
crawfish.
I'm not a fan of crawfish.
Mom's is from Louisiana, so
So
I
you
give
be
it to
hitting
her
that red beans and rice?
all day. Tell me
Yes.
about it. I throw a little
Yes.
ketchup in there and everything, man.
See, that's different. I
Y'all
just eat
y'all
that
don't throw
shit
ketchup
straight.
in there?
Man, hot sauce?
Hot sauce, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And the greens and all that.
See, see, I'm very picky. People
Mm.
be probably want to take my black card about how I eat because I prefer Mexican food over like soul food.
But that's your hood. That's your preference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And Mexican food, I feel like they low key us sometimes. You know what I mean?
Oh, they definitely is.
Yeah.
Because all you gonna see is them and us.
They love chicken just as much as we love chicken. I say that.
Like a motherfucker.
They love chicken.
All right. So you got the brand. Who's your first customer?
First customer. First customer. That's a great question, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to say my brother, because we was living together at the time
Uh huh.
of the pandemic and stuff like that. So he's seen the come up, he's seen the rise, he's seen everything. Sale wise, I'll say my partner Joey. And then I'm tripping. Honestly, my boy Q. I threw a little what was that, Labor Day weekend? Labor Day weekend, like the first year of the pandemic when we was kinda like, what the fuck going on, but we gonna still party.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I threw a little kickback at the house. My
So so Houston wasn't the only one. Houston and Georgia wasn't the only one like turning up like that. So
man,
y'all was
bro.
out there too.
Nah, we wasn't. It was just the I'm so tapped in with the South because I did come out here in July
Mm-hmm.
with the pandemic, the mask. We got to wear them in line, but then take them off. Once I saw ain't nobody wearing them, I'm like, I'm bringing that same energy to the Bay.
Bro, Houston didn't give a fuck.
They didn't care
Like
at all.
they didn't care. Like they was still out here partying. I'm like,
At the Turkey
it's
Leg, we went to Turkey Leg.
bro. As soon as like it like semi opened up, everybody outside. I'm like,
Yeah.
I said,
Not.
y'all don't give a fuck. Huh? I ain't really too much care, even though I caught it.
Mm,
But I still went at the same mind frame. It's like, bro, I caught it. I beat it. Like, shout out to the ones that survived, and still shout out to the ones that didn't survive. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate, but things do happen for a reason. So, with that being said, I was like, I'm like, bro, Houston don't care. And then I seen Georgia how they was at. They really didn't give a fuck.
they was outside.
Outside,
Mm.
I was like, man, was the city closed? I'm like, 'cause
No,
we were shut down for a little bit.
we had a curfew. We had a curfew during the pandemic. Like
See,
it was on.
they tried that with us, but I worked on this one. I worked for the ghetto. I called the 9 to 5 the ghetto
Mm,
because to me it is ghetto because I can put all that energy I do into that 9 to 5 into me. You
true.
feel me? That's why I call it the ghetto. But not everybody is meant to be entrepreneurs, and not everybody is meant to be bosses. So
I give you that.
there's no offense to the people that work 9 to 5s.
Cause it's a different mentality. Like, bro, I remember. So our Bay team is the Warriors. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I had a whole little like setup where the shirt's gonna, be Bay Area or Warrior colors.
yeah,
Man, I
yeah,
only sold one. So it's like that same, like you said, that mindset. You gotta have that mindset of like it might go up, it might go down. Like even when I had a breast cancer kind of like shirt and stuff like that. I'm thinking everybody, breast cancer awareness. I love hood chicks.
everybody gonna eat with that.
Come on, man. I only sold maybe like a hoodie and some shorts. So it's like you saying, like that entrepreneurship, it ain't for everybody. It really is ups and downs. So it's like you gotta have a strong mental for that. Very
Correct.
strong mental.
All right, so I remember my first sale. I still got the $50 bill.
Mm.
I said I wasn't spending it. I was like, man, I'm gonna frame it, and so when I get into my final house, it's gonna be on the wall. like
Fuck
a
with that.
like a $50 bill. Like, bro, I could have been spent that, especially some of the hard times and shit I've
Yeah.
been going through, especially this year. Boy, I could have spent that 50.
That's a phone bill. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I was like, cause I'm that determined. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna spend that because that first customer. Cause when this shit just people was like, man, yeah, now I'm everybody on TV. I'm be like, do you know the struggle I went through? Because I'm in year 5. What year you in?
Like 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah. So I'm a pandemic baby, low key. You know what I mean? Off that EDD money when it was coming in, when it was rolling in,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and then but I used it though for my advantage. You know what I mean? Like that was the main thing. Like some people they fucked it off. You know how we are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But some people they did. You know, started businesses, started like paying things off. So I was one of them. So yeah, it's like 3 years for sure. And then kind of I got my LLC in September, November. I want to say.
See, if we going by LLC, uh, that be I'm really a year in.
Hey, you
If,
still.
if if we going by LLC,
Mhm.
now if we ain't going by LLC, it's definitely 5.
Okay.
And it's been a grind. And I wish, dawg, I wish you was out here because I know some people, and people will love this because you know what? That's probably gonna be damn. I can't do that because I'm definitely gonna rock it in the real, but I still might do it, but do a collab with my shit
Let's
to
do
go
it,
with
man.
that
Let's do it.
because I'm in the fashion show on July 9th. I rock other people brands. I love rocking my people's brands. I love doing shit like this, y'all. For the simple fact, somebody believe in me.
Mm,
You hit me up as like, man, I want to do an in-person podcast. I'll say, we got to make it happen.
let's do it.
And I was,
Yeah.
I was, I was busy. I was like, man, fuck it. I'm like, bro, he coming from Cali. He coming all the way down here to be on my podcast, sit on these couches and shit with me, have a conversation, talk about his brand, talk about him as a person because that shit with your dad, that shit so powerful, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and the least I can do is rock the shit.
Appreciate it,
You
man.
feel me? Like,
Yeah.
least I can do is rock the shit. You ain't asking for nothing but just like rock it. Fuck it, let's go. Gonna do it nice. I got a nice reel plan for that shit.
And I'm telling you, it's an eye catcher. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
like I said, people they love the hood. They love taking from us. They love like being like us. They love our walk. They love our swag. They don't never want to
Talk
give
about
us
it.
our appreciation. And it's like when you actually put it on your face and in your face, how else you gonna say it? I was in the airport in Vegas.
Yeah.
Dude had a what's that called? The Sun Devils, Arizona. So I guess he went to Arizona State.
Uh-huh.
Walking past. Oh, I love hood chicks too. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
people, and mind you, he Caucasian, so he not even one of us. So he in the mindset of like, hey, I understand what you're trying to say. This and the third. So it's like people love it, but they just got to more. So we just got to push it in their face. That's how I look at it, man. And really take our culture back. You know what I mean? Like that's the biggest thing too. I want to do is take my culture back. Like my goal is a comedy club. You know what I mean? Like I want to sit back and laugh and collect some money. So what I'm doing right now also with the brand is like this is my staple. So
Yeah, yeah.
you know the car, you know what else Bailey. You gonna see he hood chicks. You know what I mean? You pull up to the comedy show, you front row free. You know what I mean with the
Yeah.
shirt on. So it's good. So it's like that's the main goal of everything. But at the same time, it's really taking our culture back. And that's why I really want to appreciate. That's why I can't change that. And that's why I had to get my shit off. Like I can't have suggestions right now. We gotta just push through and just start,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Marshawn Lynch ramming that shit, just bang, bang, banging, and just going through the hole. So it's like we're gonna get there though for sure.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So comedy clubs, right?
Mhm.
Uh, it's a lot of moves down here. Cause I just did I hosted.
I
Shout out
saw
to
that.
Just Black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
bro.
saw that. I saw
Like I
that.
was
Online.
hosting. And then with Queen too. Shout out to her. Shout out to Jalen right here. I'm in a movie of his. Secret Affairs. Like I'm in movies and I'm connecting with these people, right?
Mhm.
Again, I have an idea. Even though he probably gonna try to deny it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, in a movie, I got you. I got you.
you,
I got you.
I gotta send more shirts. That's all I'm hearing, man.
Like
I got
I got you because the movies and shit I'm gonna be in, bro.
you.
Like I always, cause I'm pushing my shit,
Yeah.
but like I'm gonna push other people's shit. Like in the movies, like I had my a movie I did, False Prophets, right? It's gonna be coming out next year. I had my homeboy Coach B. Shout out to him. He from Cali too. He got a what is it? No friends. No friends, but a family, something like that.
Okay,
But I wore his shirt in the movie. I was like, bro, I'm like, yeah, peep, I got you.
let's do it,
Cause you
man.
know what I'm saying. It's just, my thing is about elevating your people, and what you got and the message behind it, I can fuck with that
Yeah.
because it's a real message. And then again, man, I'm about getting that motherfucking culture back.
Let's take it back. Like,
Like,
if you really think about it, like, cause I'm a big Dame Dash fan too,
yeah, yeah,
and how he move and how he orchestrate things. So it's like, man, how he be talking and the things that he really like. Nah, I want my culture, like culture vultures and stuff like that. Like you start peeping it and seeing it, it's like, nah, like let's take this shit back. Cause at the end of the day, say it do or I'm gonna go. We gonna go up big. You know what I mean with everything.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we the ones that buy it. We the ones that make it pop. Like Supreme, Diamond Co. Like some of these like Bay Area kind of stores or whatever, they pop because we buying them. Casamigos. I remember when Casamigos was on the shelf, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And mind you, most people don't even know who really own it. Like George Clooney owned that, you know what I mean, or have partner with it.
yeah, yeah.
But we started drinking it more. I remember it was like a little TikTok where they like, "Oh, uh, this is my first shot," and blah blah blah. And then you take shots throughout the night, and that was all Casamigos. But it was our culture, it was our people, because they're not playing like country music stuff like that. And they're not playing opera. They playing Migos, and they playing like fucking future turn up stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like we make the culture. So that's all. That's why I be so emphasis on our people. Like, man, y'all just wear it. Like, just rock it. Like, I don't even care about the money at this point. I'm more so focused on let's take back our culture. Like, let's really be emphasis on this is all us instead of like contracts, business people, people that don't even understand the culture. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah.
No, no, no. Trust me, I know what you mean. Like with that, you gotta cause I ain't got any shirts and stuff on me. Just send me your information.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, I got you. Man. We tapped in for sure.
do you know what I'm
I'm all the
saying?
way here. You know what I
You
mean? We
know what I'm saying?
tapped in.
And so I'm gonna shoot that back. So
Yeah.
shit, we in Cali, we in Houston. We in Cali, we in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So what other like other than shirts? Like what's next on the fashion scale?
I do got one idea, but it's also the same thing with our people. So I want to say like in the 1940s or 50s or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a um it was a strike in
Uh-huh.
Chicago or Detroit or something like that, right? I because the idea was like long ago. So I've been focused on just the brand, so it's like it was this dude or black man. He was like, "I am a man," and it's just a straight symbol. It's just that, and I want to start putting that for like maybe Juneteenth, Black History Month, stuff like that. So I'd say that's the other thing about the brand and stuff like that. Like June 4th, June 4th, we got a photo shoot. You know what I mean? We about to make a movie. I'm about to have a little behind the scenes, little action stuff like that on top of the photo shoot. You know what I mean? Like start really being business oriented and just getting more elegant with it. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean? Really just start putting my stamp on this shit because people doing it in the Bay, but they ain't finna do it like me. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it
Facts.
too. So I want to put my own spin on things and stuff like that. And I say June 4th, we got a photo shoot. Get the website going. Like I said, I want to dive into comedy. So or not comedy. I want to the comedy club stuff like that. So I want to say around winter. I want to throw a little something, you know what I mean? Have like a couple comedians come up there, we laugh, have a good time, and then we go home. You know what I mean? And everybody talk about it. Then, like I said, you pull up with the shirt, you in there for free.
No, did y'all hear that? You pull up the shirt, you in there for free.
And that's simple. Like that's a big stamp.
Like what?
We ain't gotta use no phones. I'm gonna see you got a shirt. Bam.
Pull up. Don't be making your own like shirts and shit. Like don't be no hoes. Like
Don't do
cause
that.
cause, cause folks will do some hoe ass shit like they're trying to make your own.
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
Try to take it off in line and then pass it back or something like
Yeah,
that. You
like
know what I
like
mean?
support your mans. How much is your shirts? Like how much is your merch? Like from
Uh,
shirts to hoodies. You got shorts.
yeah. We got female little biker shorts. I'm about to get the capris going for the ladies. You know what I mean? I got the crop tops. I
Mm-hmm.
would say the crop tops and hoodies is 44. Shirts is just 25, and then the men's shorts is 44 too. And then I got sweatpants. And I got those at the hotel, which I knew I should have brought them, but I was just like, man, we gonna rock out what we got.
No, that's all cool.
Yeah,
I got a question. So, do you have like cuz 44 and stuff like that? Cuz to me that's a random number, but is it a random number to you?
not at all, brother, not at all. So my pops,
Yeah, yeah.
that was his number back in high school,
Okay.
and pops was a fucking dog. Excuse the language, but we was
Man,
at
this is the Just the Tip podcast, fam. You
just a
can
tip.
cuss. You
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Well, fuck that. Yeah, he was a beast. So we pulled up to a celebration, And one of his teammates, see, I had his old jersey. He was beast mode before beast mode. So he was Marshawn Lynch cracking shit. You know what I mean? And then I ain't gonna lie, I seen a little bit of tape back when my pops was at high school in the '80s.
So he like that. He was like that.
Dog, quarterback and everything. You know what I mean? Starting was a man at Balboa. So we rocked that. So number four, I'm the fourth child, and then that's the biggest thing is I'm the fourth child because I was my mindset is like okay, I'm all about family. I'm all about the culture. You know what I mean? So if I can do 44, that's what 11 for me, 11 for my sister, 11 for my other sister, 11 for my brother. So we all getting a piece. You know what I mean? And it's all coming from me. So I ain't gonna lie. That's a good question too. So 44 does have a symbol to it, especially with the hoodies and the shirts. I mean the hoodies. And then yeah, I would say four. Four is like that magical number for me right now. So if I throw up fours, I'm not no gang member. I'm not on the gang. None of that. We throwing up four for pops. I say that.
The reason I ask that because I do the same shit. Like with my prices, like it's
Mm-hmm.
a reason why. Like weird nature though, it's two set prices. That is it. It's not gonna
Mm-hmm.
go up. It's not gonna go down. It's just gonna be those type of prices. T-shirts, 32.
Mm.
Hoodies, 50. Joggers, 50. It's not changing. Like that's just my number for the simple fact five is if you into numbers like that, if you spiritual like that, five is my spirit number.
Mm-hmm.
So it's five has always been like one of my favorite numbers. Three plus two is
Five.
five plus zero is
I can't do math, man. We already said we was gonna.
five. You know what
Nah,
I'm
it's five,
saying?
five, five. Yeah.
Five. So there we go. That's
I
like
fuck with that. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a meaning behind my prices and two, y'all gotta pay what the fuck a nigga do because you make your own shit, right?
Hand.
By hands, correct?
Not by hands, but I'm face to face with my people though. Like my boy Edwin,
Mm-hmm.
or not tattoo shop, t-shirt shop. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going there. You know what I mean? He's seeing my face. Like last week, I was like, hey, I want some pieces from Costco. Like we that comfortable and close with each other because I would need to, feel the material, make sure you putting your quality into the work too,
Mm-hmm.
not just on some like, oh, let me order it and then see what it is. So no, I would say, and I don't even be putting that because I remember I took a little business school. They was like, add that in there. Like that should be your tax money really because you walk. I'm driving to the store. I'm getting the shirts. I'm getting the shirts printed, driving them back. You know what I mean? Got the sticker, doing the little tags and stuff like that. So now I'm hands on with it. I'll say that for sure.
See, I'm hands on too. That's how I be like, bro, don't ever complain about my prices, bro.
Mm,
Because to me, I feel like I'm still giving you a discount because
talk about
I press that shit. Like I got the machine. I'm designing it. I'm cutting that shit.
it. Hmm.
I'm peeling that shit.
And that takes like actual time, precision.
I did it on I think I did it on my Facebook Live to show people is like, if you ever complain about my prices, don't ever complain to me about it.
Mm,
Because you see this, I don't mind walking away from a person that's trying to lowball me. I know my worth.
preach, man.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
was some of the first little triumphs too. Like everybody was like, giving it for free and blah blah. But it's like nah, like I said, I gotta stay stern on it. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
you are we on the same page? Like we can't switch up just because one suggestion and one person feel this type of way. It's like nah, like I'm putting all this extra work that you don't see. That's why you giving it suggestion because we make the shit look easy. Is how I look at it.
Facts.
We make it look easy. We make it look good, but at the same time, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of like ups and downs, but it's all worth it at the end.
Okay. What would you tell a person that's just starting off to get into the business?
Um, take emotions away from it.
Mm.
Take emotions away from it because uh my first couple people, they was like people who I admire who was already doing the fashion stuff. So I'm like, I'm about to start this, blah, blah, blah. And I used to get the little text message, you know what I mean? I screen saved that because it was motivation. He was like, yeah, I can't wear the brand because what it says and blah, blah, blah. And this and the third. And mind you, this is somebody who I admired. So I'm like, why are you even kind of feeling like that? But then I accepted it. You know what I mean? I just
Mm.
looked at it like it ain't for you. Like everything like you said, like we said earlier, everything ain't for everybody. So it's on some you gotta take emotions away from it. You gotta just keep pushing forward. You can't get discouraged about nothing because if it's your vision, you listening to somebody else's vision, that's gonna interrupt your vision.
Mm.
You know what I
Talk
mean?
about it.
So it's like, what's the point of being like I start saying okay a lot more. I'll say that. Like, okay, you know what I mean? I hear you. But I'm not finna I'll take the suggestion and maybe like ponder about it, but I know for a fact what my mission is, what I'm trying to do with this. And if I start listening at this person, that person, it's like I'm working for y'all instead of working for myself at the end of the day. So it's like, nah, I would say take emotions out of it. Don't get discouraged and then be set on your prices. Like we on this for making a little change, but make sure you want to, make your staple. Like we know the dude from Fubu. Like
Yeah.
we always rock Fubu in middle school, all that, but we know who he is. So it's like,
Ain't gonna lie, I barely could afford that. Well, my parents could barely afford that. So we did get it. It was probably some hand me down shit.
I was
But
saying,
shit.
man,
You feel me?
the
Like,
number five. You know what I mean? The O five.
but this is my thing with him. I feel he sold out though.
Oh, now, yeah, yeah. But
Like,
before, it was like the first
yeah,
time
like you
seeing
was
the
like
black
for
brand.
us, by us, and then you sold
Mhm.
out when the highest bidder came, and then they bought y'all, and then now who the hell rock Fubu now?
Nobody.
You know what I'm
Unless we
saying?
gonna do like a thousands party or 1999 party or some shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. But nah, yeah, I would say don't get discouraged. Like that's my main thing, and take emotions out of it because if you uh get emotions, cause like that's where I want to go with it. So basically, their first sales is our people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Family members, friends, stuff like that. So you automatically gonna think like y'all support off the rip. You know what I mean? You supporting this, you supporting that. So you might as well support what I'm doing as far as the brand. But then when people don't, it make you look at them different, and it be on some like, well, damn, like was you really for me? But you can't do that because you got to just be like, nobody obligated. Like my bro Beto,
Yeah.
Beto gave me a one day, man. I was like doing the whole Instagram bullshit, you know what I mean? Just on like uh the clout chasing and all that. And he called me one day and he was like, man, ain't nobody obligated to do shit. So you gotta take what you can. And after that, after you told me that, I just started pushing forward and just like whoever rocking with it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I'm not finna force nobody. I'm not finna press nobody. And after he told me that, everything just started looking at. I started looking at social media different. I started looking at sales different. I started looking at the what I'm doing different. Like I'm doing it on my own time, my own purpose. Like I don't want to be caught on the Joneses and like, oh, I gotta keep posting. I gotta keep posting. Like nah, like I can take a cool little 2 months off. You know what I mean? Like you just heard what I was going through in January, so that's
Yeah.
continuing. So it's like take a cool little time off and then get back to it and then go from there. So it's like after he told me that, that was a big confidence booster for sure, for sure. Like shout out Beto.
Yeah. Shout out B though, man. I be jamming his music, man. Like he be spitting some real shit in his music. I'm like,
We need that album. Where the camera at? Where the camera at? We out
it's
here.
right there. It's right there.
We
Right
need
there.
that album, Beto. We need that album. I hope you see this one, man.
Man, I asked him. I was like, man, when the next? I'm like, when the new video
I'm
drop?
pressing my bro. You know what I mean? Because like you say, I grew up with him from like let's go seventh, eighth grade.
Yeah, yeah.
And the crazy story how we met was I used to bring a football to school because I was a new kid coming from San Francisco to Vallejo.
Mm-hmm.
And Beto was already like low key established and shit like that. You know, light skinned brother.
Yeah.
Got all the chicks and shit like that. And I remember bringing my football to school one day, left it, and all of a sudden they was like, "Yeah, Brandon got your football at his house." I'm like, "Who the fuck is Brandon?" You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
who I gotta press to be like, "Where my football at?"
Yeah.
Because that was a dream back in the day. And he was like, "Yeah." Or I actually introduced myself to him. I was like, "Oh, you Brandon?" Blah blah. Blah. We chopped it up, and he was like, "Yeah, my football in the back of my backyard or whatever." Did I ever get it back? I don't know. I really don't know if I I don't know if I ever got it back, but that's our introduction. And then, mind you, couple I'll say like a couple months later, we ended up being neighbors, and that's how
That's
we really got cool.
crazy.
Yeah, like we all grew up together on G Block, Georgia.
That's some real ass shit right there.
That's why I used to say, man, we the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? Like even at an early age, like just to envision, because we all handsome black men. You know what I mean? We all got a different mindset. We all on the straight path. Like I know five black men that never been in jail. You know what I mean? Like that's a stigma that we all do this. We all negative, but it's like nah. You got to talk to the appropriate ones that's really doing something. Like we not all the same people and stereotype. You know what I mean? Like I really know
Dog.
black men that never been in jail, take care of their kids, got families, got houses, you know what I mean? Got property and shit like that. It's different.
I about to say, man, before we was so called hood, we was doing the shit that see them do.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much of that stigmatism. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you can't categorize me into some shit I don't even do just by the way I look
that's
or
true.
the way I speak. Cause trust me, I can get proper when it's need to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why. Like what you got there, that shit, it's blowing up, bro.
I love all
Like
the
it's definitely
feedback.
gonna blow up.
I love all the feedback. So I don't know if you know G Perico from the West Coast. You heard of him?
No, bro. Honestly, and this is very transparent with like everybody. I literally stay literally laser focused in like my own lane type shit.
I
Like
feel
people be talking like Virgil. I was
it.
listening to a Drake song. I was like, damn, this who Drake was talking about.
Mhm.
Oh shit. Cause like when he passed, everybody like rest in peace Virgil. I'm like, who the fuck is
I think
this?
they did a statue and everything. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
who he was either.
I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I'm like, and it was like the design. I was like, oh. And then I just heard the Drake song like the other day, and I was like, Drake was talking about him. I saying that's crazy that I ain't know they was like Virgil. Like, damn. Like, okay. But he was a big deal, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for the culture, he was trying to do
And
it. Yeah.
like Louis, like, come on, dog. He was putting out all these fire ass designs and all this shit.
Mhm.
And what y'all gonna do now? Just bite off his old shit and try to make it like you?
Or be on some like what's that called? A museum. You know what I mean? Have all
Mm-hmm.
his designs and stuff like that. Still making profit off of that, brother. But it's like let that man rest. You know what I mean? Like we celebrate him for what he is, and we know who he is. So it's like let that man do what he gotta do. You know what I mean? Rest in peace.
All right, I got one more question before we gotta dip out this thing, man.
That's all good.
What are your goals for the rest of the year?
Goes for the rest of the year. Goes for the rest of the year. I would say get every thought out of my brain. You know what I mean? Like I said, the photo shoot's coming soon next week.
You write it on paper?
All the time. I even put stars next to it, man. I write out my days. You know what I mean? Like the whole
Oh, so
week.
you hit the journals hardcore.
Hardcore. Mom's put me on that. She gave me a little, Christian journal. It had a scripture and then it had just blank words, and I used to write in it and be like, okay, this is my thoughts, this is my dreams and stuff
Hmm.
like that. And then yeah, I would say she instilled that in me for sure. But rest of the year, like I said, keep pushing the brand. Um, get more global. You know what I mean? I would say, like I said, in winter, maybe like end of December, close to like Christmas and stuff like that. Try to get me a little comedy show going under my name, under my LLC. You know what I mean? So everybody knows me. Like I said, you pull up with the shirt, you got it on, you in there for free. I'm my boy Sean. He got security. He got a security company, so we gonna stop you at the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but if you got a shirt, you in there for free. Get a couple comedians. I seen Lewis Belt. Shout out Lewis Belt. I seen DC Young Fly, and it's like a couple, like Bay Area comedians that's really on the come up and stuff like that. So I would say personally though, I gotta figure out what kind of comedy I want. You know what I mean? Or what kind of comedy people want really, because there's that Dave Chappelle comedy
Hmm.
talking to you. You know what I mean? That Larry David having stories and stuff like that. Then there's comedians like I said, DC Young Fly, where they all over the place. Lewis Belt, you know what I mean? He got that
Yeah.
Sonny Bow stuff like that, or a character. So I would say that's one of the main missions. I'm like in my brain, like what kind of comedy people want. Like that's big too. And then how I want to set it up, because I used to go to comedy clubs in college,
Hmm.
and then what they don't really tell you is they don't tell you that 2 drink minimum stuff and all that at the door. They don't tell you that on the ticket. So it's like our people.
What?
Yeah, so basically you have to buy, because that's the bar money and that's like the club money. So you have to buy 2 drinks or you gotta buy 2 items. But our people be like, man, we already lit. We turned up already
Yeah,
coming
cause
in
we turn
there.
it. Yeah, we coming
We
lit.
might sneak a Henny bottle in. Exactly. So it's like I would start looking at that. So I want to make sure we good. You know what I mean? So I want to do things differently on that aspect. And yeah, I want to yeah. That's the main goal for this year, is really trying to get me a little comedy show under my name, and then see how that transformed. Because my plan, I started this at 2020. Like my one of my ministers, our mentors, he was like a vision. He was telling me in 19, he was like a vision 2020 as a vision year. Like, what do you want to do for the next 10 years? And I was like, okay, like I got you. So I wrote out a plan, and this is why I'm thinking like entrepreneurship and stuff like that. And Lord behold, it's coming in like to fruition, because the pandemic stopped me. Like I said, I'm 3 years into it, and now it's like okay, like you got to start diving into like what you want to do. So the main thing is getting a little comedy show under my name. Like that's the main goal this year
Hey
out of
man,
everything.
if y'all in the Bay Area, even if you ain't in the Bay Area, go support this man right beside me to my left. Support the brand. Right here, I love Hood Chicks. It's bigger than what you even see on the shirt. Go support this shit. Y'all go wear people that y'all don't even fucking know.
Oh, don't get me started on that
Like,
one.
you know what I'm
We
saying?
still wearing Gucci. You know what I mean? I still got Nike on, but
I about to say
I'm wearing
motherfuckers
my stuff.
be rocking red bottoms and it's a whole message behind that shit.
Hmm.
Like a real message behind that.
Christian Louboutins. That one.
About them red bottoms, about like how, what it do with yeah.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah. So y'all really be supporting shit and putting these people on and it's your next door neighbor that's really out here grinding hard than the motherfucker. Not saying they didn't grind to get where they going, but y'all need to support people with positive messages. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than what you think. Get
Yeah,
our culture back. Like dead ass.
we taking it.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fucking with it. And you know I ain't fucking with anything if it ain't elevating. And I'ma leave that shit right there. You got any more final words?
Nah, shout out to everybody who with me. You know what I mean? My bro Bland, Quentin. Uh, Shout out my people back home. You know what I mean? We coming soon with the photo shoot. We gotta have fun. We gotta have fun this summer. We gotta turn up, especially for pops too. You know what I mean? Like he would want me to have fun. He wouldn't want me to be on some sad to shine the third. He would want let's party, let's have fun, let's get some drinks in. You know what I mean? Let's laugh.
I got 44 reasons why you need to support this brother. So, with that being said, Tiptastic,
Dakari, what else Bailey, man?
go follow this man on Instagram.
What else Bailey? What else underscore Bailey?
Follow that. Follow your dreams. Peace. Love. Hair grease. We out this bitch.
Yeah.